Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kimber Stone. I'm with the Greenville-Pitt County Chamber of Commerce. I may admit a few more as they come through, but I want to go ahead and get started because I know you guys are very busy and may have stepped away from your classroom for just a minute. So I want to thank you all for taking the time to join me and join us on Zoom and talk about Grow Local 2023. If you, and Beth Ann Trueblood and Tanya Miles is on this Zoom with us, so feel free, both of you, to jump in at any time if I forget something. But if you didn't take part in Grow Local last year, you may wonder why your principal has signed you up for this. Just really quick, the chamber hears from our members about the talent and the workforce development that is critical to their business success, whether they need it now or in the near future or planning ahead down the road. They all know there is a real need in our workforce. So Grow Local is a program we designed hopefully to help with that down the road. It's taking middle school and high school students and introducing different career opportunities and pathways to the businesses that are here in our community. So between now and Christmas, we are accepting businesses, host businesses, to sign up to welcome classes into their business, or they will take a representative and take it to your school. We will work all that part out, but also, as employees of your middle school and high school, as teachers as middle school and high schools in Pitt County, your principal has designated you to take everything that I go through with Grow Local back to your teachers so that each class can potentially join in on this week. So starting today, signups are open for teachers to go online to the chamber website and sign up their class as a participant in Grow Local Week. I will send you all the links and all the information in an email after this, so you will have exactly what you need. Signups will close, hang on, I'm gonna admit one more person. Mark them down. Signups will close on November 26th, which is right before Thanksgiving break. On our website, there is a short video that from 2022 that Pitt County Schools created that's high energy, and it shows what 2022's Grow Local looked like. So you please encourage your teachers to share that with their classes when they're signing up. Let me think what else. There is no guarantee that we can match everyone, but it is vital to the success of the program that we have equal participation of our business community and our school community. So if you know of anyone, any business that would be interested in hosting, please ask them to contact me and we will get them registered. This year for 2023, we have set a cap at 3,500 students. Last year in 2022, or this past year in 2022, we had 2,927 students participate. We will try our best to match them all up if we go over 3,500, but we just want to make sure everything is smooth and successful. And so we need to cap it, have a cap just so we can ensure the success of the program. I will also send you guys an email with an activity to do with your class in January, just to get you and your students excited about Grow Local. And then we'll make the matches in February. We'll make the matches as the chamber side between December and February, but I will make the connections between the teachers, the designee, and the businesses in February. That way you can start communicating with the business representative prior to the actual experience day. If you have any details you need to send them about the company, what to expect and whatnot. As we go through all this process the next couple of months, please let me know if you have any questions, and then just pass along any information to your teachers. Grow Local Week is in conjunction with NC Students at Work Month. So for 2023, the dates are March 27th through March 31st. When you go to the website, if you have done this before in the past, to register your class, there is a couple of changes. The maximum number of students to register at one time is 40. So for example, if you want to register your whole 6th grade class, you will need to register them by teacher instead of saying 6th grade class, 145 students. This helps us in finding the appropriate business site to visit instead of having all 145 at one site at one time. It is too much for one site to hold. Off-site, on-site preference. If you would like your students to go to the business, that's off-site. That's off your school ground site. If you want the business representative to come to your school, that's called on-site. And another change is time preference is under that on the registration form when you go online. We kind of envision the teachers working with the principals too. So to possibly have a space for the business representative to come and visit. So like a gym or a library or something like that. But I know you guys.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Quiet.
Guess he wasn't talking to me. Please let me know what time you have class. That way I will try my best to see if that time will work with the business representative. Those are really the only changes we added to it. I do thank you guys for joining us and wanted to see if there was any questions or anything Beth Ann or Tanya wanted to add.
So I'm going to add a couple things. Just make sure that you understand that we're doing the best we can to place you in something that flows with it, and it's not going to be perfect. And please let your teachers know that. The other thing is, we will accommodate as best as possible, but if our business cannot be there at second period, then work with your principal to pull those kids out to be able to participate in that, because this is sponsored by Dr. Linker. This is something he wants us to do, and with a partnership with the chamber and all of our businesses. So and think about what your teachers have second semester. Okay. Because a lot of times they put it in there and they're thinking this semester and then they forget about it. That's why we're adding that something in January, February for them to do, just to remind all of our teachers that, hey, you signed up, this is a little activity for those students. We cannot have anybody last minute say, oh, I forgot and I can't do it, because that makes you look bad, makes your school look bad, and Pitt County schools look bad. If something happens, and we know things happen, then work with trying to find a replacement teacher or someone in your building that can go, because we don't want that happen last year, and we may not get that business back just because it was a bad experience. So make sure that your teachers know it's second semester, the end of March, and communicate all of that with them so that we don't have businesses upset with us because we had to cancel last minute, because they do a lot of prep to prepare for us. A lot of prep. Ms. Miles, do you want to add anything?
I was going to reiterate that part. Last year at the last minute, I made myself available, luckily, and I didn't plan to go on the trip with anyone. And at the very last minute, I had to jump in. So just keep that in mind, to always kind of have a backup plan so that it doesn't make us look bad if we're missing anything. I forgot the other thing, getting old.
Transportation is with Pitt County Schools buses, and I think you're going to turn all that into Beth Ann as it gets closer to the dates.
And so what you'll do is, if your school needs a sub, you'll send it to me and say Grow Local. If once you do, you ask your athletic director or your AP that's in charge of buses, you will also in there, make sure you put grow local because it's a different budget code and send it to my approval. Okay. So both PD forms and your transportation come to my attention. Okay. So there's no questions about that. Typically in the past, we've allowed your schools have kind of found coverage, but if all else fails and you can't find coverage, let's get a sub. Let's get a sub so that we can make sure that you can go and your students can participate in this. Questions that you guys have?
Feel free to contact me with any questions. My email, I know, has been in a lot of spam folders lately. That's why Beth Ann is trying to also reply to most of the emails that I send out. But I think this, hopefully you will mark mine as not junk and will start receiving my emails. But she'll continue to do that for a couple more emails just to make sure everybody has it. But definitely feel free to call me, email me. My number is my cell and my office line is under my signature. And I will send this out to everybody that's recording and the links on how to register. And I'm very excited about it for 2023. So, well, thank you guys. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know some of you are in class and watching this as well. So if you don't have any questions, I'll wait for just a second for anybody to unmute. But if you don't have any questions, I appreciate you joining us and being a part of this. I know it's a lot of work on your end as designees, and I appreciate you taking the time to do this. Okay.
All right, you guys have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you.